Okay, so I'd like to welcome everybody here this evening to the Global Blockchain, Cryptocurrency and Trading Meetup community. Tonight is hosted by myself, Simon and Jess. We do have a Discord channel and a Telegram channel. We'll drop links of them into the chat. So please do join and carry on the chat afterwards. We also have a feedback form from meetups.com. We'd appreciate if you could give your feedback, as it does help other people find the meetup. We are recording this evening and nothing that we say tonight is financial advice. So just on to the next slide and our code of conduct. So in our meeting this evening, we ask everybody just to be aware of others, to be friendly and patient, to be welcoming and respectful, to be open to all viewpoints and questions, to be understanding of differences, and to be kind and considerate to others. So then just a quick update on upcoming meetups. Tuesday, the 2nd of May, Jeannie Mac, the year is going so fast. Tuesday, the 2nd of May, we have our UK meetup, the general crypto chat with the South Coast or the UK branch. The 9th of May, which is Tuesday our time, 1 a.m., but it's Monday Canadian time, we have the Canadian meetup. And on Thursday, the 11th of May, we are back here with our own meetup. So I'm going to...
Just quickie, I've stuck in the chat all of the different group links. So because they're different groups on Meetup, you'll need to go and join each of the groups in order to get access to the meetups. But they're all in the chat.
But if you're in our Telegram group, we do drop the Zoom link in right before, a couple of minutes beforehand. So you can join through there as well. And also just one other quick announcement as well. We're currently going under the name of the Global Blockchain, Cryptocurrency, blah, big long name. That's just a total mouthful and very hard to swallow. And now that we're taking over the world and we have the UK meetup and we have the Canadian meetup, and hopefully we'll have other meetups coming up soon as well in other regions, we're going through a rebranding exercise. And we're soon going to have a new logo. We're going to have a new name. So in case you do just see any changes, sneak it in there. Don't worry about it. It's still us. And when we've kind of finalized it all, we're going to make a formal announcement here and we'll let everybody know exactly what's going on. So I hope everybody's okay with that and understanding that. So first of all, what we're going to do is just have a quick chat to two of our members because they've been up to different things, and it'd be nice to hear exactly what it is that they've been up to. First of all, I'm going to hop to Michael and then Andrew. So for those of you that remember a couple of months back, it was a good few months back now at this stage, we had Michael present to us. Michael.
Hello.
Where do you work again?
I'll tell you what I'm doing. Sorry, I'll put my video on. Just bear with me.
Good stuff.
I didn't want to miss tonight's talk, but I'm doing some spring cleaning in the background because I have my mum, my sister, nephew, and niece coming to visit. Anyway, how can I help?
Tell everybody who you work for again.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm in Jersey in the Channel Islands. I moved out here in August 2021, and I work for the law officers out here, so the Attorney General and then the Solicitor General as a financial crime lawyer. And part of my job when I came out here, part of it was, this crypto thing. So they gave me the green light to concentrate on that as well. And we do frauds, money laundering, suspicion of stuff like that, investigating crypto crimes, all sorts. And then kind of one feeds off the other because I got to New York, to London in November. I met you lovely guys. And my first entry into the tech world, which was very welcoming and just fascinating learning. So New York was as great as London was for learning. New York was at least as good. It was awesome because it puts you into contact with people that you wouldn't otherwise meet. Like they successfully bring together so many different industries: music, beauty, real estate, NFL, artists, so many artists. So it's just great to hear about crypto from everyone's different angles that they look at it from. And just fascinating. And again, it's like everyone's, it's not a room, it's not a meeting of co-conspirators in crime. It's just a meeting of people who are passionate about crypto. They want it to go mainstream, and they're working to make it all a better place. Is my observation.
Were you hoping it'll be a meetup of co-conspirators?
No, I wasn't. No, because digital assets are not criminal per se. Is the message. You know, they're just another asset class, and there are benefits for us. There are benefits for all people. CBDCs are a discussion that everyone should be having to see what we want CBDCs to look like in future. Digital ID is coming. You like, whether you like it or not, there's no point kicking and screaming about it. It's coming, and it's, you know, how to work in the future. That's all. But yeah, what was your question? What do I do?
And what message, when you were over in New York, what message was it that you wanted to give in your presentation?
So they titled it "Law Enforcement and NFTs." So I gave them my angle on it, and what we do out there, the approach that we take. That to proactively investigate crypto crime. Not every single time. Not if it's like a domestic violence case, you're not going to go in through the door looking for the guy's ledgers. But if it's like a fraudster, money launderer, drug dealer, we won't wait for them to be convicted, found guilty, whatever, and then go through confiscation. Maybe we will run a parallel crypto investigation alongside whatever other thing they've got going on. And I mean, you know, if you think to yourself, because one of the benefits of crypto for all of the users is you know, pseudonymity, anonymity, whatever. But people got to realize that for this to go mainstream, blockchain and the assets, there will be a necessary increase in transparency. So, you know, it's finding that where that is. But what was the message? The message was, let's cooperate internationally, communicate, and you know, you can't. Every VASP, every crypto, every person, natural or legal person who has a business offers a wide range of crypto services, custody, transfer, exchange, whatever. As a business, you can't do nothing. You can't when it comes to AML checks, background check, whatever. There's no one size fits all. You've got to take a risk-based approach based on who you're dealing with, what you're dealing with, how much, and all of that. And it's common sense. It's nothing special, but you've got to show that you've got procedures in place, and, you know, robust. You know what I'm trying to say. And
yeah.
I found that in New York, what was fascinating was there seemed to be definitely people, VASPs, so people who are crypto professionals, let's say, or business people, move into jurisdictions that are more tax friendly, and then with moving to jurisdictions that are more tax friendly, some of them aren't as up to speed, aren't as robust with, say, their understanding of the money laundering and terrorist financing risks with crypto. So that's something we need to look out for, I think. And I think the VASPs, well, anyway, I could talk about it all day, so careful. You know.
Did you meet, or on your panel with you, was there anybody with a comparable job to yourself that's based in the United States?
I was fortunate to be a solo speaker this time, but only for 10 minutes. Yeah,
okay.
There was no clock either. There wasn't any clock, so there's someone at the back of the room like, you know, doing that to you. So, no, you know what? No banks. No other law enforcement people that I met. There was some people who were in politics, and I think there's meant to be 6,000 registered attendees at this one. So bigger than London, but not as big as New York last year. No law enforcement. I know that they're upskilling. I know, take it from me, intelligence units in different countries and law enforcement units and regulators. You'll hear about the regulators getting on board with this stuff, but what you won't hear about is what the law enforcement people are doing, and I'm telling you that they are upskilling. So, you know, if you wouldn't want to be a VASP, who has tainted money, so criminal money coming through your hands, especially not if you're holding the parcel when the music stops, or you know, you don't have any checks in place. So have a think about that.
So since we spoke last, have you investigated any interesting cases yourself? Am I allowed to ask you a question like that?
So you might have seen, well, you might or might not have seen. There were press releases that the police did out here to warn islanders about crypto scams, which is a shame because in reality they're not scams brought about only because of crypto. They're just traditional scams, confidence scams, romance scams, whatever. They just use crypto as the asset. Is there stuff? Is there stuff? I mean, we're always trying to learn. And is there stuff? I mean, I tell you what's interesting to think about. Not only that, we look to get people money laundering with crypto to confiscate it from them or seize it from them. But I think for us, the other benefits for us is that as law enforcement is, you might have somebody who's a courier of drugs, for example, pleads guilty and say, you know what, yeah, I'm just a courier. And then what they might not know is that if you scratch the surface, you might find evidence of them using a VASP or them using a wallet, say. And if you can find out that maybe this person has activity going through their crypto accounts that suggests they're really not at the low level of courier. That helps you with issues that, sentencing and so on. So that's, I don't know, I can't say
that's
too
interesting.
Much,
that's quite interesting. Do you think is Jersey slightly ahead in the game when it comes to policing this than some other regions, maybe like Great Britain, like the general Isle of Great Britain, or Ireland, or the United States even?
I wouldn't venture into doing any kind of direct comparison of any individual countries. I know that the Metropolitan Police cybercrime unit is a skilled unit, and they're onto this stuff. The UK's Financial Intelligence Unit, or Terrorism NTFI, National Terrorism Financial Intelligence Unit, they're all aware of this stuff, and look out for more law enforcement capabilities of seizing, custodying, applying for the destruction of, in exceptional circumstances, crypto.
And you mentioned like pig butchering and traditional type of scams that they're just using crypto. Have you seen many people actually? Are you seeing higher reporting of these since we spoke last? Because I know reporting of these can be quite low, and people can seize assets and have them redirected to the person that was scammed. Is there more of that happening?
I don't know. You're right. Reporting is clearly underreported. Incidents are clearly underreported, like by quite a long shot. I've seen numbers for number of rug pull victims or whatever, and there's definitely too few reported. I mean, you asked earlier about Jersey and other countries. We're proactive, and I have it on good authority that we are. I mean, everyone's behind the curve with this technology.
Yeah.
I think even me having this conversation with you, I am behind the learning curve on the technology compared to where you are. So, we're all playing catch up. Some countries are more onto it than others. You can find online the countries that have been rated as non-compliant with understanding the crypto criminal risks. Sorry, I get excited. I go off on tangent. Forget the question. It's really interesting. We need people to report it more. There's not enough, but more than that, you know what it is? These people who are scammed out of money. If you're going to invest, research in what you're researching. Yeah, don't listen to somebody who's called you out of the blue or somebody who told you they love you on the internet. We've had this chat, haven't we? We have. I think I told Simon about going with people who say they love you online. But it's definitely underreported, but we need education. At the end of the day, not your keys, not your coin. If everyone just learns the basics of self-custodying, and I've not been great with that myself, but if you take on that responsibility, then that's probably the best way forward. And don't,
just on that, Mike, you did make a point last time about no matter the size of it, if you do get scammed or you lose coins to a fraudster, make sure you report it.
Yeah, make sure you report it, because you could. It just helps you build up a picture of illicit wallets. And then you never know. You might help. You reporting it might help somebody else out. You reporting it might mean that you're one of 5 or 10 or 20 people who've been reporting the same scam, and it makes it more likely that someone's going to investigate it. Then I think, right? I can't promise. Yeah, and watch out for private blockchain analytics software investigations companies.
Yeah.
Watch out, because they're not all the same.
I've read stuff on that they are turning out to be as big as the scammers. They're charging you up front to investigate a scam, and not really delivering on the goods then. So people are getting scammed twice.
It's not great. So
yeah, that's pretty scary.
Education is probably a good one. And self-custody.
Has anybody any questions they'd like to ask Michael? Because he does come to this from a very unique perspective, and that he wasn't from the technology sector as such. He comes from a law background. And if anybody does have any questions for him, feel free and jump in there.
Michael, it's Andrew here.
Hello, mate.
I have a left field question, but do you know a guy called Andy Jarrett? He's based in Jersey.
Andy Jarrett.
He's,
you know what? When you mentioned the name, something sounded familiar about it. I'll have to find out who you're talking about, but off the top of my head, I'm not sure I do. Do
okay.
you know him?
He's director of one of the Radix, the foundation.
Okay.
He's based in, I think he's based in Jersey. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
like I said, it sounded familiar when you mentioned it, but I can't be certain, and I wouldn't like to say any more than that if I'm not certain.
No problems.
Yeah, it's fascinating, mate, that everyone's trying to upskill, all the private industries and all that. I don't know what your background is, but there's a lot of people who, everyone seems to be trying to get on board with it now, whereas I'm the class of 2020 with crypto, but even that means out here, believe it, we know that we're ahead of the curve, don't we? Yeah.
Jess has his hand up there. Jess, do you want to jump in?
Thanks, Paula. Michael, is there any collaboration with Canada in Jersey on this topic?
Is there any
collaboration with Canada? Yeah.
As in law enforcement to law enforcement. I can't talk about intel that crosses over or anything in particular case, but as far as collaboration with crypto on law enforcement, we are open to that. We're not currently collaborating with them, but we're open to that. Of course we are. You got any suggestions?
No, I'm just thinking about it. I up in the Great White North, it's pretty low key still, and I wanted to bring some more people into the industry, especially from your side. I'm just not sure how to go about it yet, so I figured I might as well ask you.
I had to go about. Oh, hold on, sorry.
Oh, he accidentally disconnected himself.
We lost him. We lost him, so he did. Okay, well, look, on that, we leave it because we've actually lost him, and we'll hop over to Andrew. Oh, here he is back. I'll just let him know we're hopping over to Andrew. So I will.
Sorry about that.
You back with us there, Michael?
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
How to go about it? There's always a way to go about it. I mean, what industry are you in? What's your connection with law enforcement?
No connection right now. Just looking to start it.
So
except for the little bits of petty crime he gets caught doing.
Growing illegal vegetables, that's about it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I don't know. Just continue the conversation. Even this tonight, just continue the conversation, mate. And yeah. Sorry,
Simon, you have your hand up there as well.
Yeah, this is more relating to NFT and NYC rather than financial crime. What was the best session that you saw there, Michael?
There was some. You can't get to every talk, right? You remember that with London. You can't. That's the worst thing about it. So I was there till like 5:30 on a Friday, sitting in, trying to squeeze as much out as I could. Best speaker. I spent a lot of time in legal and finance track. Obviously, I did go into others. There was some really, what they're doing with NFL and sports and fan cards and virtual fan cards, and that's great. There was a guy, I'll have to get his name, who deals with real estate, so selling short-term leases out as LLCs, limited liability companies, out there equivalent as in an NFT. He was quite good. I can't think off the top of my head. I saw so many. There was a few good ones, but I think I'd say what was exciting. Dynamic NFTs. They just kept coming up. They just kept coming up, and like from our point of view, you can think like, we've got to guard against the risk of someone owning criminal digital assets. Well, the idea of a dynamic NFT, so criminal property growing on criminal property, is not great. So that was quite interesting. I don't know, mate. Do you know what? Definitely, if they do it in London again, definitely go to London.
As far as I know, it's on in November again.
Oh, amazing. I hope to see you there.
Definitely.
Deadly. We've just ran over time. It's just gone past 9 o'clock. That was very spontaneous. I wasn't expecting either Andrew or Michael here this evening. You know yourselves, everybody, whoever comes. But they just both bring with them lots of experience in different areas. So it was great to nab them while they were here and hear about their journeys and what's going on. So thank you very much, Michael, and Andrew as well. Thank you very much for having a little bit of a chat to us this evening. But on that now, we will end for the evening. I'd like to thank everybody very much for showing up here this evening. And to remind you all then that we're back next week on Tuesday for the UK meetup, then the following Monday for the Canadian, and then the following Thursday, 2 weeks from today, we'll be back here with us. So until then, have a lovely week. For those of you that have a bank holiday weekend ahead of you, enjoy, and we'll talk very soon. Thanks very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah.
Bye-bye. See you, Viviana.
Thanks,
See
guys.
you, Henry. See you, Richard.
Bye-bye.
See you, Alana. See you, David. See you, Des. See
See you,
you,
bye.
Linda. See you, Robert.
See you, Papa.
See you, Victor. I didn't say hello to you when you came in. Hi and bye.
Yeah. Today I couldn't make it.
Good stuff. Great to see you.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.